A annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor, my good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. So walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. Maybe only because I didn't decide to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. People stare at you for acting weird and I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street and go to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly spectacle with other students making their daily commute. By the way, how you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you I'm already really not interested in joining any clubs. I've been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our main conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. However, I like to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just hanging on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking how I was worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're really happy now, but I just thought of becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep talking about you. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. We at least promise you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. What do I get myself lectured by a carefree girl? More than I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Type shit, bro. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So he already wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have come to class from while I was spacing out. Look around, realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I saw I catch you coming out, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what, that you could come to my club. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after her one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. Not to, I don't fucking know. Make cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell Sayori is really that much of an airhead or she's so cunning as to plan all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Cupcakes, huh? Thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, the section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year class and activities. Lori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. The new member is here. Told you don't call me a new member. Welcome to the Lit Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you broad boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of... I guess, bro. You want to say something, say it. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I didn't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. He's also the one to make cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. This is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. I'll say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. It's nice to meet both of you. Wonderful. It sounds like you already know who Monica is. Monica, huh? Great to see you again. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Most popular class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically competitive at my league. Having her smile sounds a little bit... Okay. Come sit down, we made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. This is gonna be an interesting fucking game. Okay. Yeah, I made them. I'll get them. I got a little excited. How about I make some tea as well? So you mentioned been widened, so there's I don't know how I read that's winded. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a rack tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. You ready? I'm not doing any sound effects. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray. I didn't mean to skip that. The whiskers are drawn with ice cream and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Cute. I had no idea you're so good at baking. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabbed the first one, then Monica might follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. Turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice something is sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite and finally bite down the icing, sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is good. You technically did. Alright. Give up on her weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom. The class. The teachers gave us permission. Doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. I believe you. Tea and reading may not be a pastime, but at least enjoy tea. Oh boy. Thanks. Monica raises an eyebrow, then what made you consider it a lit club? Afraid of this question. Tell me I shouldn't tell Monica I was dragged. I haven't joined any clubs yet, and so we seem really happy here. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home. As president of the Lit Club, it's my duty to make the club as fun and exciting. How come you decide to start your own club? You're a board member, or you a leader of the debate club. Can't stand all the politics around the major. Feel like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare. Much better take something I personally enjoy and make something special. If encourage others again to let them fulfilling that dream. Monica is a great leader. Yuri also nods. More surprised people aren't in. But how to start, you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Well, you can say that again. To work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Festival, that much more important. Confident we can all grow this club before we graduate. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Also delighted of a new member. Don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. What do I like to read? Don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Well, that's an answer. Looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Spoke without thinking after saying her sentence, huh? What about you? Traces the rim of her teacup. Novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Here he goes on, clearly passionate. She seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her lights light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books. I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and can completely throw you for a loop? Yes, bro. Reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to. This right here, you might as well be having a conversation with The Rock. Wouldn't have expected that. Guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or take me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Never mind. Type shit, bro. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind a last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It and Give It Back. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. There is hell. Siddles up, what the hell? You write your own poems? I guess sometimes. Think that's impressive, why don't you share them sometime? Nope. You wouldn't like them? Not very confident writer. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too? If you share some of your work, you can say example and help her feel more comfortable. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Monica, I have an idea, everyone. We'll all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. But now we have a new member, think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other. Strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? The one problem. Now we're back to our original topic of joining the club. I bluntly come forward with what been on my mind the entire time. Never said I would join. The word made it convince me to stop by, but I never made any decision. That's how other clubs will look at, and all four stared back with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Big Reaper. I'm defenseless. That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day, right? I decided to not join the lit club. I'm fucking hell. If you came for just the cupcakes, I'd be pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the lit club. Okay, everyone, I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment, write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Looks at me. How you express yourself. Yeah. Mediocre writing skills. I already fear anxiety welling up. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit chat and Yuri and Asta keep cleaning up their food. You'll want to walk home together. Might as well. With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. And of course, Monica. I'd really be happy spending every day to school in a lit club. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow close. Man. Just need to make the most of my circumstances and make sure good fortune will find me. I guess I start with writing a poem tonight. You're damn right. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Sure, man. Agonizing. Agonizing of intellectual. Beautiful, sure, why not? That doesn't. Lollipop. Fireflies. Landscape. Anxiety. Why is there 3 of them? What the fuck? Seems interesting. Analysis. Doki. Tenacious. Unstable. Wrath. Graveyard. Philosophy. Sensation. Tragedy. Unrequited. Despise. And extreme, because why not, man? Again, good to see you didn't run away. Don't worry. This might be a little strange, but at least I keep my word. A lot to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. Isn't too overwhelming. Think you dive head first in the lit club. Deserves any slack. Lori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come and hang out or what. If you don't take us serious, then you won't see the end of it. Clearly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection of a room. Find yourself be trusting Monica and manga. Manga is lit. Don't worry, gives his best likes having fun. He also knows busy work without me even asking, like cooking and cleaning my own room. Okay. Because your room is so messy, it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. You're really good friends. Might be a little jealous. Type shit. as usual, Sayori seems oblivious to a weird situation she was putting me into. Brought something today, you know. Not really. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. To do. Wasn't thinking. It means to be to rescue this situation. Worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So a nice gesture from you is a surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. So we get a big deal. You don't want it to be alright. Pulled out a book. I don't feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. Did you now? It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read, and we could, discuss it. This is... She even picked out a girl she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read it. Enthusiastically take the book. You can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some sort of scheduled activity for a club. Doesn't mean to be this case, so worry Monica having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help her notice her tense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri. At the same time, I feel a bit bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover. Looks like the same book she lent. So it's the first few pages. Sneaks another glance. And makes her face. Just spacing out, I muttered as sensing made her uncomfortable. It's fine, I was focused, I probably wouldn't notice in the first place, but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... It's a book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason, just curious, how can you have two copies of the same book? Stopped at the bookstore yesterday. Just happened to buy two of them, I see. Really obvious something isn't telling me, but I decided to let go. Definitely start reading it soon. Glad to hear. As it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Oh, I'm sure I will. That's so. What's it about anyway? Well, Portrait of Markarok. Just looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. A girl moves in with her long-lost younger sister. So she does. Life is really strange. Gets targeted by people who escaped a human experiment prison. Life is in danger. She needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kinda dark. So a dark turn came out of nowhere. Giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? Not like that. I can definitely enjoy this kind of story, so don't worry. Forgot you're into those things. Who's on the advisor of scientists? Inclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Kinds of stories, they challenge you. Look at life from a new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy. Holy shit, this is fucking gonna be a long game. Suddenly, when you saw something related to the protagonist, they're made to be the one for letting their one-side morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling. Not again. I'm sorry. I haven't lost interest. Well, I guess it's alright then. Maybe I should have this problem. I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. Kind of forget to pay attention to others, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. Don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. Sure. The literature club after all. Might as well start reading it, right? So a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. Fine if I sit here and I slip into the seat. Sure, you seem a little apprehensive. Don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. Let's see. And to distract you or anything, alright. I opened the book and start the prologue. To understand what Yuri means about reading in company, it's if I can figure process. Shoulder, not bad, maybe a little distracting, but feeling somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. She's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over, it looks like she's reading from my book instead. You apologize a lot. I do. Don't mean to. Sorry. I mean, yep. Here, this should work. I slide my desk over. My book more between the two of them. And shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. Guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Do the same as my right on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. What the fuck? Ooh. Holding like this for even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's just like I can feel the warmth of her face. She's in the corner. Are you ready? Turn to the page. Sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Ours meet. I don't know. I'll be able to keep up with her. It's okay. You're not used to reading. Don't mind being patient. Or the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. Continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me. So I turn it by my own volition. Continue the first chapter in silence. Even though turning each page feels like an intimate exchange, then gently flutter over to her side as it catches under her own thumb. It might be a little slot, but the main character reminds you a bit. You think also more blunt, but she also second guesses all the things she says. Do something wrong. It's not like I can see in your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms, I see. Here, remain silent for a moment. It's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Embarrassing, what? I didn't mean it in a bad way. You're self-conscious. Guess it's more on me that's kind of cute. Are you saying everyone think it's about time we share today's poems with each other? Might not have enough time if we wait too much longer. So, alright, you look kind of down. Not fine. Releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight, or would you prefer if I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reason in case you feel free to finish the 32 chapters in your own time. Alright. Stand up, make a mental note where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Heard her write a poem last night? Yeah. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. When everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sorry, Monica is easily pulled to poems. I always on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaves torn from a spiral notebook. Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri really could comply as well, reaching into their bags. Do the same myself. Who should I share my poem to first? Yuri, why not? Her eyes lighting exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? You're gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong. That's get you right. What am I getting so nervous for? Kind of writing experience do you have? You've written a lot of poetry before. That's a huge compliment. First time. that trailed out, unable to find excuse, traits his fingers. Yeah. It's the reason I was able to tell. Specific writing habits are typical in new writing. Just kind of learn to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize is that you try to make your style very deliberate. Otherwise, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressive are weakened once Yuri finds a train of thought. Demeanor totally changes. Stammering is completely gone and sounds like an expert. Can't be something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques, not just finding them together, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased how, never mind. Shouldn't be talking like people. Sorry, it's fine. Love the thought process behind it. It's kind of funny, after all, this isn't supposed to be a lyrical club. The tendrils on my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Must be this one. Oh wait. Ghost under light. Okay, that's the title. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the thickening blue-green hue of the future. I bade calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Sure. Wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a wrong time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. Do you think your handwriting's pretty? Relief. Also like the poem, even though it was short, it was descriptive. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Aren't you into ghosts? The story isn't about ghosts at all, really. I must have totally missed the point. Only glance, but remember, poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering her past, remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. It's impressive. Nothing really. Yours was impressive too. So, Izzy probably could learn something too. You think? Of course. You know, it's really nervous about doing this, but then I enjoyed it. Keep doing my best. Me too. To do this 4 fucking times. Monica. Having a good time? Yep. Glad to hear, by the way, since you're new and everything. Any suggestions for the club, like activities? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, let's share your poem. It's kind of embarrassing, but I have to. It's a barrier while I pass. Great job. I was going, ooh, in my head reading it. Very metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Guess I underestimated you. It's easy to keep everybody's expectations low. It's not fair. I guess it worked. Yuri likes this, full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike its or you like using simple, direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to decide, derive their own meaning out of it. Very challenging to write like that effectively, allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. Letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. Can take years of practice for something Yuri has at this point. Never ask. Nowhere near your level. Don't worry. You do your own thing and just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Sure, I'll end up trying different things as well. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. It's okay. Let you start your try. Best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Sure. Everyone else might be a bit biased or their own styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write everyone else wants you to. Like you're so worried about impressing them or anything. Want to read my poem? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident. Well, that's good. I have to sound confident. Let's see. Let's read it. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackles protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. Peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Okay. Alright, Scorch was a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. This was, oh shit, okay. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Interesting. Very free form. Alright, person deck for feedback. Kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing. Poems out loud, it can be really powerful. Well, it's inspiration. Sure if I know how to put it, but I guess you can say it's some kind of epiphany recently. It influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany, yeah, something like that. Kind of nerds talk about this kind of coming on strongly. Better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Try too hard to make it perfect and you'll never make any progress. Sound advice, I guess. Just force yourself to get something down on a paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. How much fun do we want to do this? I think wasn't pretty sure Natsuki was the one who's not like this one, but we'll see. I'm gonna take it seriously, then go home. What harshly expect? I think I'm stupid. I'm not a writer, not very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. We all start somewhere, right? Still proud of the first poem you ever wrote. Do I like to read it? Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve when you're better. I'll just try it again. Fair enough. Each your own, I guess. Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Now you'll probably think it's stupid. Wow. This is an interesting one. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, critters can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Wow. Truly poem of the decade. We're gonna like it. I like it. Yeah, bullshit. Just be honest, I am. Or so convinced. Well, because everyone in high school suffocated so people don't even take my writing serious. Express themselves, much as ain't less valid. I like to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disorienting. That's how I write about it. Understand? Puts more weight on wordplay. Set up a rhyme at the end, but then make it fall flat on purpose. Bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Be pro, I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect it from the youngest one. Guess not. Decided to humor with that last comment. Don't really care, but feeling proud that I won't take it away from her. Okay, well, the quick one, and then say worry. Good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course, it's not really that good. Kind of guy who like poems in his spare time. Get you right, but that's why it's impressed to me. To be honest, I'm afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really just happy you wrote one. Remind me how you're really part of the club now, not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, deep down you're not selfish. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that can only go a long way. Thanks. See the full picture, then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Yep. I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun. That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay, now you'll read my poem too. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see. Dear sunshine, the way you flow through my blinds in the morning, make me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Or are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Talk about being on the nose. It's just a guess, but did you write until the morning to write this? Nope. A little bit, you can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Got to do it. That makes me feel a little better. Don't be mean, I still try my best. Yeah. Didn't mean to say it was a bad, came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Yeah. Especially that last line, made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. Gotta skip breakfast, I get all cranky. Oh, I guess there's no point in arguing. Thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. And yeah, next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Sure. Phew. Yes, that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated, as everyone judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Sure. To be nice, there's no way poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, so I market happy chatting, my eyes on Yuri and Natsuki, gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their perspective poems. Tandem, every teaches their expressions strange. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Yuri smiles subtly. Did you say something? Smithly returns a poem. I guess you could say it's fancy. Next, here's this cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear you have feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? It just meant language, I guess. Trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try and come up with something nice to say? Thanks, didn't really come out nice at all. Do a couple suggestions. If I was looking for gist, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Type shit. So I liked it. I mean, I guess I did. I don't really remember, but sure. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time judging my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. People are like, too, you told me you was impressed by it. Oh, didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Wonderful. So what? You are just Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous. He appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. I know he didn't appreciate mine. Are you that fool yourself? For myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? You know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew aside as soon as people started shouting at. So that's involved you. Don't like fighting. Or leave me as I was standing there, my creeper. She just trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. Get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing more effective than this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Point making your poems convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to figure it out. How we explain that? Wait, there's a reason. A way to convey complex feelings and reading the most effectively. Avoid them is not only necessary, limiting yourself is also a waste. I get dragged. It's not like I know anything about writing. They'll probably think highly of me. Sure, man. Yuri wouldn't take my poem seriously. Understand, Yuri. Seriously talented writer, not say girls impressed. Well, that's what you're saying, no matter how simple someone's writing style is. They'll put feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. Felt threatened. I see. Didn't even notice that. I'm sorry. Go way too far. Yuri's me as well, and you just told her how you felt. Wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It's enough. You both said something you didn't mean to. You already apologized, don't you think you should too? Consider fish and then no one taking your side. You should after this point be only defiant because you can't handle the pressure. Not feeling bad. I have to take a walk and clear my head. She doesn't need to, you know what? I'm going to do that. Sparing you from having to look at your faces right now. No warning, knocks and he snatches his own poem from the desk and storms out. Grandpa loads the poem with her hands and throws it in the crash. Across the room, Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk, gingerly approaches her chest. Every single her embarrassed, can't believe I act like that. You probably hate me now. Nope. Handle as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, believe you, thanks for creepers, you're too kind. Thankful to have people part of the club now. I'll say one more thing. The one thing Noxaki said, you know, never do anything so shameful. So, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How do y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Worth it. It was alright. The same. It was an easy thing to talk about. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too. The poems will turn out even better. Did I learn more about Con's poems, everyone? Is that like, I mean, they can do a better job impressing those that want to impress. Fair enough. You found incarnation, where to walk home? Sure, let's go. Dude, it's been a while since we spent much time together. You can't really say I'm not doing it either. About what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Noxaki? Nope, that's where the first time I see them fight. Yeah. They're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do I? No, I don't. Just want your opinion. You want to make good friends with you. I think I spend time. I think seeing you along as everyone's making me happy. I think everyone liked you too. Today's gonna be so much fun. Looks like the story hasn't gone on to one situation. Sure, being friends with everyone with nights, that's really need to stop there. Okay. Past everyone's self, that's easy. So the just internal monologue sometimes. Let's do this. I think I am going to leave it off at that. It was fun, but my voice needs to rest, so thanks for watching, and see you guys in part 2.